Hey, what's up, everybody? It's BDO44 coming at you with another video. So, um, I was looking up Kyle Lowry's contract because I've been hearing his name mentioned as someone that teams are trying to acquire, including my team, the Lakers. And I was listening to one of the guys in the comments. He was saying, yeah, he would rather have Kyle Lowry than Dennis Schroeder or Lonzo Ball. And I'm saying, well, no, not me personally, but I am curious to know what Kyle Lowry's trade prospects would be because I had no idea he was a free agent. But yeah, he's an unrestricted free agent, and that's just like that's kind of almost flown under the radar in a way. It's like I thought he was somebody that was still on contract that teams would have to trade for, and because of it, I was gonna come on here and say, well, no, I would rather go after Zoe because does this, and this, and this. But now that I realize he's a free agent, I'm like, well, damn, he's gonna be one of the more coveted guys out there. I think the problem is for him is his age, um, and the last time we saw him, he wasn't on the floor. What that means is the team wasn't any good, so they shut him down. Now I know he had some injury issues, but I believe if he played for the Phoenix Suns or if he played for the Bucks, he'd be out there right now. That's what I think. So, with that being said, the problem is his price tag, man. Kyle Lowry is 35. I believe he's going to be 36 or something like that. His price tag last year was $30 million. Now, I know a lot of that money came from the fact that they won a championship seasons prior, or preseason, 2 seasons prior. Obviously, he's a perennial all-star. We know what he can do in big moments. Um, he's someone who's more so like a legacy act for the Toronto Raptors. He's played there, re-signed there a couple times, that kind of thing. So, it stands to reason why they would bring him back. But it was kind of curious, being that they were coming off such a fantastic year and re-signing Fred VanVleet. So it was more so, to me, it seemed a little more like emotional, kind of not emotional, but like more so like less about basketball, more so about just respecting the player. In my opinion, in regards to Toronto Raptors, and if we remember, obviously they were a team who was going to have to be moving from Toronto to Tampa Bay for last season. So I kind of just gave their entire franchise a pass on last year. They just had too much going on, and now that Kyle Lowry is going to be a free agent, I'm wondering where he fits. And the Los Angeles Lakers are an interesting spot for Kyle Lowry. We've always had our eyes on Kyle Lowry. Ever since he played for the Rockets, the Lakers have been rumored to be his place that he would be taking a look at each and every time he was a free agent. Anytime his name was up in trade rumors, the Lakers were always involved. So we've had ties to Kyle Lowry pretty much his entire career. But he's never put on a uniform. And, the thing about Kyle Lowry is he's a fantastic fit to what we have with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. But for me, he's a little too old. I don't want to be on the wrong end of him falling off a cliff. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I think the world of his game, but I don't want us to pick him up the year where he don't have a whole lot left, and we're asking him to do too much, and we ended up playing players behind him or trying to look for a trade for him midway through the season because we're so disappointed. We kind of just went through that with Dennis Schroeder in a different form. I just want something a little more secure in that position. Now, I'm not saying that the other two options, re-signing Dennis Schroeder at $120 million, which is horrible, or trading for Lonzo Ball, who's had some injury issues, to say the least, is the most secure way to secure the position. But going older, when we already have an old LeBron James, for a piece that's going to be so important, I think is probably not the move. Now, if we can get him at a lower price than what we would expect to get him, not to say that he's going to get a mid-level or anything, because I don't think he's quite fallen to that point yet. But I don't think he's going to be getting no 30 million either. If we can get him for like a 8 million or something on a 1-year deal or 1-and-1 or something like that, I don't know what our cap situation is in regards to doing so, but that would be something I would be cool with in terms of the contract itself. Um, because although he is older, when we last saw him healthy, he was super effective. He can get the ball in the basket from anywhere. He's a strong, sturdy body with size on it, who can kind of put throw that weight around on smaller guards and things of that nature. He's obviously a vet, savvy, smart player. Can definitely run your offense, not selfish. Fantastic three-point threat, fantastic free throw shooter. He's an all-star. Now, he does have some athleticism issues. He's not somebody who's going to be jumping out of the gym or speed demon it. But what he is super skilled and super cerebral. And he's like a Chris Paul type player, Chris Paul light kind of guy. He always has been. And at this point, with one championship in, I'm pretty certain his championship experience can go well with the championship experience we have with our other players. So as far as we bringing him in without letting anything go or signing him to some weird price, I would love to have Kyle Lowry on this team. I just understand what his limitations are, and we would still need athleticism in the guard spots to offset the lack of athleticism that he provides. So that would be something to pay attention to. If you pick up a Zoe, you don't have that problem. Zoe's pretty damn athletic and young. So for me, who would I rather have? I say this, I would rather have Lonzo Ball, but and in a perfect world, this is the only way this works. I wouldn't mind bringing them both. Seriously, anytime I think about adding, and I've said this in the previous video as well, so if you watched it, you've heard this. But anytime I think about adding Lonzo Ball, I don't look at myself adding a player that's going to remove me from point guard sweepstakes. I look at Lonzo Ball as somebody who's like Marcus Smart, who can play with other point guards. Somebody like Terry Rozier, who can play with other point guards. I look at him as the type of guy who you can either put him at the point guard spot and feel absolutely comfortable because he can run your offense, and that's what he does. But if you put him at the 2, he can still do what he does great. If you put him at the 3, he's big enough and strong enough now to guard some of these smaller small forward players is what I'm trying to say. So, it's not deterring me from bringing on Kyle Lowry if I bring back Lonzo Ball. Not at all. But from a number standpoint, cap standpoint, is that the best strategy to build standpoint? Maybe not. But, yeah, bringing in Kyle is not a deal breaker for me in terms of bringing in Zoe. Especially if we're going to be getting rid of Schroeder, if we're going to be shipping off other guys, we're going to need to make sure we have, a healthy amount of talent. So that's what I wanted to say, you guys. That's exactly what I wanted to say. I would welcome Kyle Lowry at a good price, temper my expectations, supplement bringing him in with an athletic guard of some sort, somebody who could do the things that he doesn't, and be happy because I have another NBA champion on this roster who can help us when it matters most if he's healthy. So that's what I got, man. My name is BDF44. Thank you all for watching. I'm out.